So once again, a very warm welcome and thank you all for joining us today. May I now first invite today's three speakers to the stage. Professor Kenneth Young, 楊江海教授，有請。And also Professor Pak Chung-ching, 有請程伯忠教授。And also Professor Y.E. Chen, 以及陳偉儀教授。The three speakers are members of the Shaw Prize Council, and Professor Kenneth Young is also Vice Chairman of the Board of Adjudicators of the Shaw Prize. Thank you very much. So to begin, may I call upon Professor Kenneth Young to give a warm welcoming address. Professor Young, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to this press conference to help bring the announcement of the Shaw Prize 2015 to the world at large. The Shaw Prize was established in the year 2002 to promote and foster scientific research worldwide. Since 2004, the prize has been awarded annually for distinguished and significant achievements in astronomy, life science and medicine, and mathematical sciences. Each prize consists of a medal, a certificate, and a monetary award of $1 million. The Shaw Prize is an international award dedicated to honoring individuals regardless of race, nationality, gender, and religious belief, who have achieved significant breakthroughs in academic and scientific research or applications, and whose work has resulted in positive and profound impacts on mankind. This is the 12th year in which the prize is awarded. The selection is indeed a Herculean task, as the nominees are internationally acclaimed scholars and scientists with important achievements. The selection committees and the Board of Adjudicators have devoted much effort to ensure the highest standards in the adjudication process. The excellent selections over the years have given the Shaw Prize attention and prestige worldwide within a short period of time. We look forward to greater success of the prize in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Young. And our speakers will announce the laureates and the citations in the order of English, Putonghua, and Cantonese. So Professor Y.E. Chen, please begin with the announcement.
The Shaw Prize in Astronomy 2015 is awarded to William J. Barucki for his conceiving and leading the Kepler mission, which greatly advanced knowledge of both extrasolar planetary systems and stellar interiors. The Shaw Prize in Life Science and Medicine 2015 is awarded in equal shares to Bonnie L. Basner and E. Peter Greenberg for their discovery of quorum sensing, a process whereby bacteria communicate with each other and which offers innovative ways to interfere with bacterial pathogens or to modulate the microbiome for health applications. The Shaw Prize in Mathematical Sciences 2015 is awarded in equal shares to Gerd Fartings and Henrik Ivaniak for their introduction and development of fundamental tools in number theory, allowing them, as well as others, to resolve some long-standing classical problems.
2015年邵逸夫天文学奖颁予威廉·鲍鲁奇 （William J. Barucki），以表彰他构思及领导开普勒计划。这计划大大增进了对太阳系外行星系及恒星的内部的认识。2015年度邵逸夫生命科学与医学奖平均颁予邦尼·巴斯勒 （Bonnie L. Basler） 和彼得·格林伯格 （E. Peter Greenberg），以表彰他们发现群体感应，一种细菌间相互沟通交流信息行为的调控机制。这个发现对于干扰细菌的病原体和调控微生物群落 在健康应用方面提供了新颖的方法。2015年度邵逸夫数学科学奖平均颁予戈尔德·法尔廷斯 （Gerd Faltings） 及亨里克·伊万尼克 （Henrik Iwaniak），以表彰他们对数论基本工具的推行及发展，让他们及其他人能够解決存在已久的經典問題。
2015年度邵逸夫天文學獎頒予威廉·白魯奇 （William J. Barucki），以表彰佢構思及領導開普勒計劃。呢個計劃大大增進了對太陽系外行星系及行星內部嘅認識。2015年度邵逸夫生命科學與醫學獎平均頒予邦尼·巴斯勒 （Bonnie L. Basler） 同埋彼得·格林伯格 （Peter Greenberg），以表彰佢哋發現群體感應，一種細菌間相互溝通交流信息行為嘅調控機制。呢個發現對干擾細菌嘅病原體或調控微生物群落喺健康應用方面提供咗新穎嘅方法。2015年度邵逸夫數學科學獎平均頒予格爾德·法爾廷斯 （Gerd Faltings） 同埋克里克·伊曼尼克 （Henrik Iwaniak），以表彰佢哋對數論基本工具嘅推行同埋發展，讓佢哋同埋其他人能夠解決存在已久嘅經典問題。
Thank you, professors, and congratulations to the laureates. And the floor is now open for questions and answers.
你好啊，無線電視新聞部嘅。想問下咧，即係頭先講到個 quorum sensing 呢一個發明啦，其實咧對於應用喺而家醫學上面邊啲範疇會應用到咧？或者而家喺提到即係傳染病上面，係咪有一啲疾病係可以靠呢個項發明可以解決到咧？唔該。
嗰個羣體感應咧，其實咧就係一個以前我哋唔認識嘅細菌嘅行為嚟嘅。以前我哋一直覺得咧細菌係一隻一隻，即係好單獨嘅，就即係對於佢話一群細菌嗰個行為咧，係以為咧同單獨嗰陣時一樣嘅，發覺而家唔係。其實細菌咧個個身上都有嘅，咁但係咧唔係個個都會病嘅。咁係細菌到到某一個濃度之後咧，佢先至會有一個群體嘅行為，就係譬如產生啲毒素啦，令到嗰個寄生嗰個宿主咧係有病。咁咧就所以變咗咧就係即係對於發病個原因咧，群體感應令到我哋知道嗰個原因啦。咁另外一樣就係話，而家我哋知道好多時咧，譬如有病咧就食抗生素啦。咁但係咧抗生素個作用咧就係殺死個細菌。咁但係當我哋用抗生素嘅時候咧，就好多時令到細菌咧就會自然咧就產生一啲佢個基因變異，就最後咧佢咧係抗生素冇效㗎。咁我哋都知道而家越嚟越咧好多抗生素都用唔到㗎啦已經。咁但係群體感應呢樣嘢，知道我哋咧令到我哋明白細菌就係話，當一炸嘅時候咧，佢哋會自己溝通，然後產生啲毒素。咁就係話，如果我哋令到啲細菌之間唔識溝通嘅時候咧，佢就唔會產生個毒素㗎。咁所以變咗我哋唔使會用抗生素咧，就可以令到啲細菌咧唔會令到嗰個宿主有病。咁呢個咧係可以話係喺抗生素之外咧，係另外一個途徑咧，係可以令到我哋抗病嘅。咁所以咧就會譬如好簡單，而家好多時譬如我哋成日聽到話牙痕咧，譬如我哋口裏邊都好多細菌㗎。咁但係咧啲細菌唔會一定會做到牙痕嘅，就係當好多細菌嘅時候咧，佢有嗰個群體感應，就話咧佢產生咗所謂叫做生物薄膜，就圍住嗰個牙生。咁生咗之後咧，當我哋譬如用水洗啦，或者用啲酸咧，佢都唔能夠清洗出嚟嘅，因為佢咧嗰個薄膜咧係可以有黏住嗰個牙齒嘅。咁但係當我哋如果用呢個知道佢哋因為有個群體感應嘅時候咧，我哋如果令到啲細菌之間唔溝通嘅時候咧， 佢就唔能夠建立嗰個薄膜，就變咗唔會有嗰個壓痕㗎啦。咁喺呢方面嚟講咧，好有用嘅將來會。
Hi, Chris Lincoln from TVP, the Pearl Report. Can anyone explain a little bit what the astronomy winner has done in his body of work? I think he's been there working for an awfully long time and probably has achieved more than one simple thing. Can you give some perspective as to what he's done?
We know, of course, we live in this solar system, and in this solar system there is a sun in the middle and a number of planets going around it. And we are on one of them, the third one, called the Earth. And we also know there are lots and lots, billions of stars similar to our sun in our own galaxy, not to mention galaxies beyond. So a natural question that one would want to ask is, first of all, whether there are also planets around those stars, many of which are very similar to our sun. And of course, the next question you might want to ask, if there were planets, whether there might be some form of life on some of those planets. Now, until maybe a couple of decades ago, we knew very little about the answers to this question. But through the work of Barucki and a few others before him, we now know there are actually billions of stars in this galaxy which have planets around them. And in particular, the work of Barucki and others using the Kepler mission have discovered something like 1,000 or more planets around different stars, including some that are at a distance from their own star not that different from our distance to our sun. And therefore, some of these stars probably have temperatures not too different from what we see here. And therefore, the next question would be, and that is now an open question, but one that one would ask, is whether or not in those circumstances there might be some form of life. So we have moved a very significant step in that direction, that at least there are plenty of planets in the so-called habitable zone, not too far so as to be so cold, and not so close so as to be too hot. Until a few decades ago, we hardly knew any. Now we feel people believe there are billions of such planets.
And can I ask a follow-up then? The laureate for astronomy, his work was toward establishing that the exoplanets existed, or creating instruments to go on board Kepler, or can you talk a little bit about that?
Okay. He developed instruments that help to settle the question. And actually, the approach is extremely simple. And perhaps I could just spend a couple of minutes trying to explain that. Now, if this was a star, and you were there, and you look at it, of course, you can't resolve it spatially. But if there were planets going around it, then whenever the planet passes in front, it blocks a little bit of the light. Not a whole lot, maybe 0.01%. Now, if you have instruments that can measure the intensity very accurately to better than 1 part in 10 to the 4 or 10 to the 5, then you can detect these periodic dips in the intensity, and that is how you deduce the existence of those planets. So basically, it's just measuring the intensity, the amount of light, but very precisely. And to do that very precisely, you have to go above the atmosphere. And that's why it has to be done on a space mission, the Kepler mission. But the idea is extremely simple. The trick is how to do it so very accurately.
Hello. I'm also from TVB Pearl, and I have 2 questions. The first one is, what does it mean to find out how bacteria communicates? How does it apply to our daily lives? Like, for example, does it affect antibacterial technology or infectious diseases? And my second question is, how many nominations did you receive this year, and what was your adjudication process? Thank you.
Okay, let me handle the first one, and then I'll let Professor Yang handle the second one. Bacteria, at first we think that bacteria, they don't talk. No, human talks, but bacteria, they don't talk. What it turns out is that that's not true. In fact, bacteria, they do talk. And that is basically using a small molecule called autoinducer, that they secrete the molecule, And when the other bacteria feels that the molecules around, it responds by secreting more. Now, the question is that, in fact, as I said earlier, that everybody has bacteria on them, but we don't get sick. And the reason is because when the bacteria are present in a small number, usually they don't produce toxins that causes the host to become sick. But when their number reaches a certain amount, when it reaches a certain threshold, then the bacteria, they feel that now we are actually big enough a mass that we can attack. Then they start producing toxins that actually can cause the host to be sick. So in a simple term, it's basically quorum sensing is the way that bacteria communicate with each other. And they cause disease because they produce toxins, virulence, and also forms biofilms, which actually causes a lot of problem. The advantage of knowing this process or this procedure in the bacteria is for us to find ways that actually we can prevent the bacteria from producing toxins, for example, or causing the host to be sick. Now, instead of killing the bacteria, that's what we used to do, using antibiotics that kill the bacteria. But as I explained earlier, when we use antibiotics, it causes the bacteria to actually mutate such that at the end they are resistant to the antibiotics. And that's why we are getting actually, there are less and less antibiotics that we can use now. There are less and less. So now we know that, in fact, if the bacteria exist by themselves, they don't produce toxins. So if we prevent the bacteria from knowing that they have labels around them, then they will not produce a toxin, because the toxin will produce only if the number reaches a certain threshold. So one way to do is first either to actually degrade the so-called autoinducer, that is the molecule produced by the bacteria. That's their language. That means we basically block their language so they don't talk. Then if they don't talk, they don't know their bacteria around them, so they don't produce toxins because they are not having such a big number. Or we can actually block the receptor on the bacteria that receive the language from the other bacteria. That's another way. And then the other way is also to basically prevent the bacteria from really talking to each other by using so-called the blocker or the receptor. And so that's the way to really prevent the bacteria from actually getting together, talking to each other, produce toxins. So instead of killing them, we don't kill them, but we prevent them from talking. So that will be a new way of actually producing so-called anti-quorum sensing drugs that will actually help to prevent bacteria from getting people sick.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Chen.
I think the second question was about the nomination and adjudication procedure and numbers. Each year, around September, we would send out calls for nominations to selected nominators. Before you know it, we will be sending out these calls for the next round. Then the nominations come in. They are then placed before the 3 selection committees. And the selection is handled entirely within those committees who are worldwide experts. As to numbers, the life science and medicine field is the widest field, and we receive the largest number of nominations, about 100 each year. For the other 2, because they are more specialized, the numbers are a bit smaller. So when the selection committees come up with their respective choices, they would then put it up to the Board of Adjudicators. The Board of Adjudicators performs the function of liaising between the selection committee and the council, and the names are, of course, in the end confirmed by the Shaw Prize Council. So it's worked very well throughout these years, as can be attested by the quality of the laureates that we have seen.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Christy Choi with the German news agency, DPA. I actually wanted to ask, it's sort of a follow-up on your question as well, but in terms of the mathematicians, how does their work relate to the daily lives of people?
I can't, of course, give a general answers to that because mathematics actually cover many different disciplines.
Sure.
Let me take, for instance, the work of the Laureates for these particular years. How are they going to affect us? How are they their work? How are they going to be applied? In the past, number theory used to be considered as the purest mathematics. It only seems that people are working in the ivory tower trying to resolve the beautifulness of numbers, and they pay attention to that. But as a matter of fact, in recent years, in particular because of the advent of internet and electronic commerce, cryptography have become a vital part for the functioning of the global economy. And you may ask why cryptography has something to do with number theory. And as a matter of fact, number theory now becomes the core of the many crypto systems, which allows, of course, sensitive information, including bank records, credit card information, and many other things to be encrypted, and hopefully can only be understood by people who should be allowed to have access to it. And right now, cryptography, security systems essentially make good use of the fundamentals of number theory and turn this into a widespread applications that concerns our daily life. And more than that, many of us are using mobile phones. And the advent of the wireless communication nowadays involves what we call the multi-input, multi-output systems. And when we try to do a coding scheme which involves multiple antennas, multiple transmitters, as well as multiple receivers, we need a very sophisticated coding scheme. And the coding scheme, which now take advantage of the algebraic number fields, essentially give us a very good implementation, a very efficient and effective ways of putting up space-time, what we call the space-time block codes for these wireless communication applications. So you can see that those at one time, being regarded as working in the ivory tower, now actually producing unexpected answers to many of our daily life applications.
Sorry, I just have a follow-up on the anti-quorum sensing technology. Is the technology being used already right now in the medical sector, or will it soon be used? And in what places, like medication or in machines? Can you tell me? Thank you.
Anti-quorum sensing drugs are being developed right now. It has not been applied yet, but actually there are several molecules being tested at the moment. For example, the potential use will be like in cystic fibrosis, which is caused by bacterial infection, in fact, usually in the respiratory tract. And also for, like, as I said earlier, dental plaques, there's another potential use of the anti-quorum sensing drugs. And the other is like, for example, like tubes that they use to drain urine, for example. That is also being one of the area that anti-quorum sensing drugs can be used in the near future. So the simple answer to your question is, drugs are being developed because the idea has been, 10, 20 years, but actually for us to really know what exactly it is quite recent. Yeah, so the drugs are being developed.
Thank you very much.
係你好，想 follow up 頭先個問題咧，就係話呢個 quorum sensing 而家隻藥咧，其實係發展到咩程度，同埋可唔可以具體啲講下有邊幾類型嘅病咧係可以用到咧？咁同埋頭先都講到，其實佢係抗生素一個 alternative 啦。其實將來會唔會預計都會廣泛咁應用喺多個病裏面咧？唔該。
應該係會嘅。喺咩病啦？先講咩病啦？咁正頭先我講就係話cystic fibrosis 啦， 纖維囊腫瘤纖維囊腫我相信係應該係嗰個病係喺歐西人士比較多嘅，亞洲人比較少嘅。另外就係牙痕啦，另外咧就係譬如嗰啲導管啦，譬如即係有時排尿唔得嘅話咧，就要導管咧插管嗰啲喉管啦。好多時會有一層咧，佢form一層好薄嘅所謂生物薄膜咧，令到咧佢啲細菌咧係喺裏邊而清理唔到㗎。咁另外咧有啲就係內置嘅，譬如有啲人整嗰啲關節啦，用即係做完關節之後咧，有時會有感染嘅。咁而嗰啲感染咧，都因為有個所謂生物薄膜喺裏邊form咗，咁就啲一般嘅抗生素咧係冇效嘅。咁你第二個問題就係話係唔係我哋會將來用佢嚟代替抗生素，係咪啊？嗱，抗生素而家咧就係一個大問題。而家一般嘅藥咧，就藥廠咧就係咧發覺而家係我哋唔夠抗生素用，因為點解咧？好多人咧已經對抗生素咧係冇作用㗎啦。譬如盤尼西林，有啲人已經係唔用得啦。其實而家相對嚟講咧，可以話咧係越嚟越少嘅能夠用抗生素。咁所以一般藥廠都係諗緊係點樣可以用乜嘢嚟代替抗生素咧咁樣。咁而家發覺咧，原來 anti-quorum sensing 呢種藥咧係可以令到啲細菌咧唔會產生對抗呢樣藥冇嗰個功能，產生唔到嗰個功能。咁嘅話咧，即是話咧，我哋可以用佢咧係殺啲細菌，但係亦都唔會啲細菌咧唔會產生抗藥功能嘅變都會。咁咧就應該係會好有作用嘅。咁你話頭先話幾快會有係咪啊？你好新聞正如我頭先講就話咧，而家已經有幾個分子咧係試緊嘅啦，而家咁應該就好快應該可以用㗎啦。尤其係譬如牙痕啦，嗰啲係比較上冇咁侵入性㗎啦，會好快可以用到啦。譬如清理嗰啲，譬如啲導管嗰啲咁啦，可以好快用到㗎啦。咁另外譬如傷口啦，而家好多條傷口又係就因為啲細菌感染之後咧，就造成一個所謂生物薄膜喺個傷口度咧，就變咗完全抗生素用唔到㗎，即係冇用嘅完全。咁如果我哋用嗰個 anti-quorum sensing 嘅 drug， 令到啲細菌自己唔會form個薄膜嘅時候咧，我哋就可以用藥比較方便啲，比較容易啲啦，殺到啲細菌。
Hi, I'm Oliver Chow with South China Morning Post. I just have 3 very short questions. One is in what way is this Hong Kong-based price carry a distinctive Hong Kong character that sets it apart from other prices in the world? And the second question is the 3 categories over the past 10-some years. Do you review them from time to time as to whether there will be changes to these categories or not? The third question is, of all the past laureates, are there 1 or 2 that you would name that the prize has made a difference on their research? Thank you.
The first is that in what sense is this prize distinguished of being in Hong Kong? Well, first of all, this is an international global prize. It just happens to be operated in Hong Kong and drawing from the benefaction, the generosity of late Mr. Shaw and the Shaw Foundation. But to distinguish itself, and the way it has distinguished itself, is by the quality of the laureates that have been selected, and by the quality of the scientific achievements that have been given, that have been recognized. Second question is the categories. Of course, the Council would periodically review the categories from time to time. That's always an item that we consider. But of course, prices or these things must have a certain continuity. Certainly, there will be no possibility of chopping and changing every year. So the pretty long-term things, but changes are, of course, not ruled out. They are always reviewed. Past laureates to which this prize have made a difference. Well, prizes are given for work done in the past, not so much for any future work. But I think we are all pleased to see that quite a number of laureates, and we can dig out details for you later, have, after being given the Shaw Prize, quite a number have then gone on very shortly to win the Nobel Prize. and I think I count something like seven.
Six or seven.
Seven. And I think that also shows the quality of the adjudication process and how we have been able to identify really the top scientists and the best work in the world.
Thank you, Professor Young. So, thank you, professors, and congratulations to the laureates. So we may now move on to the photo taking session. Once again, thank you very much, professors. Thank you, and also thank you, our media friends.